How are you? Children, in the last class I have completed the chapter Power and Energy Resources. Here children, I am sending the videos. If you have missed any class, then you can see the important points in this video. Children, what is energy? Energy generated by using wind or power which is generated by wind, tides, solar or geothermal heat and biomass in cooling form and animal waste is known as non-conventional energy. All these energy are renewable and inexhaustible and do not cause environment pollution. Moreover, they are not require heavy expenditure. Energy can be renewable or non-renewable, but here we are specially doing the power which we can use because they don't affect our environment and they are cheap and environmental friendly children. So one by one we are going to take the energy, and first and the most important is solar energy. Children, here we will study about the power that we receive from sun. It is cheap, it is free. Cheap, we cannot use the word cheap because this is almost free. Yeah, and installation only if some money is left, only one time use money is required, and it is as I have already told you that environmental friendly, and it does not leave any waste, and cost effective. And children, it is a continuous source of natural energy. Now what is energy? Now you see that energy released from the sun: deuterium, helium energy, neutron and plutonium. These are the things which are released from the sun, rays of the sun, and we receive energy continuously from the sun. And major uses of solar energy: we can can be used in heating water, space heating, generating electric energy. How we will generate electric energy? Because children, you can see that the street roads, you can see the big poles with street light, they also give light with the help of solar energy. So day lighting, here picture is giving children day lighting, passive solar heating, then concentrating solar thermal, and photovoltaics means PV. Now here in one picture, the lowest one, fourth picture, you can see the solar panel. And children, you must have seen this solar panel in our school also. Is it clear? So we are using this modern technology because they are free and they are environmental free. So these here they are, you've shown some houses which were using solar energy. Here children, how solar power plant works, a diagram is given. If you want, you can see this diagram as many times as you want, and you will understand how the solar panels, how the solar power plant works. So here is the diagram given, beautifully made and labeled. You can consult it. Now in this next slide children, we will study about the power tower, and I am going just showing you, I am not explaining all this because they are just additional slides. Power tower, then this already I have told you, PV cells, modules. And here see children, here you say, array, there is big plate, big sheet where black color cell is separately given, and one block is called module. This is placed in the array, and big sheet is been made that you have already seen in school. And this is how the working is done with the solar panel, how it works, how they receive, each cell receives solar power, and then electricity, it can be used as a electricity. So this is and here in this slide you can see what are the advantages of solar energy. It is clean, it does not leave any residue, dust or ash in the environment. That's sustainable, can be used for longer duration, and free of cost. Only once you have to use this money to install, afterward it is free of cost. provide electricity to remote places. Very remote places means the places which are not in the city area, which are not in urban area, which are very remote, out of city, very far away. So at those places also solar energy can be used very easily, where you don't get the signals of mobile, where you don't get the other electricity supply. There also solar energy can be used very well. So here are the advantages of solar energy. Now disadvantage also are there. Ineffective, inefficient. Maximum efficiency is up to 30%. Maybe children, because if the weather is, if the climate is not sunny, if the cloud is there, it is a cloudy weather, then it will not receive more solar energy. Sun is not shining, they will not come. And it is a costly equipment. Only one time installment is there, but to buy that system we need money. Again, it is part time, not every time. At night you don't get, you have to save the energy, then you can use at night or whenever. So high maintenance cost, you have to, in maintenance also lot of money is needed. But still, if we see, children advantages are more, because it does not affect or pollute our environment. That is the best thing. And we can always get the solar energy. It is a natural energy and we can always get it. So it is not like the power that we get from electricity board. So if we don't pay the bill, we don't get the supply. It is not like this. Now these are array field. This I need not to explain. These are the uses which have been shown. Quickly we are showing you. Next is children tidal energy, or you can say tidal energy, hydropower. Now tides, high tide, low tide, tides rise and fall, and this tidal energy you will be doing tidal energy in the next class, in class 8. You will do this tidal energy, but as an introduction I am showing you that through the tide forms due to the pull of the moon. So there are two tides, high tide and low tide, and with the help of the tide also energy is originated. So children, here I am not going to explain you tidal energy. These are the tidal energy, and I will explain you tidal energy in the next class. But we will come quickly to the hydro power. These are all the systems that helps in generating the tidal power. These are the advantage and disadvantage of tidal power. Now after this we will do the another. You can have a look. It is again said that it is environmental. Geothermal, children, is the next energy that I need to explain. Geothermal energy is heat inside the earth. Now geothermal comes from Greek word. Ge means earth and thermos means hot. So heat inside the earth, that is converted into the energy. That energy is known as geothermal energy. Next slide, children. Here we can see that the layer inside that you must have done in the class, or you will do it in detail in the next class. All the at the center of the core of the molten iron. Children, here you see the earth. It is a crust of the earth, and inside it is shown you in the picture. They are showing you the internal part of the earth. Around that, at the center of the core, all around that is an outer core of iron and rock, so hot that rock is in molten state. This liquid rock is called magma. Means inside the earth at the core it is so hot that even rock is in molten form. The next layer is a mixture of rock and magma called the mantle, and the shell of the earth with the ocean and mountain is called the crust. This is the structure of the earth, children. This we are not doing in this class, but you will certainly do in your next class. So children, here I have shown you the layer of the earth, how it is made up of. Now the inside of the earth is very hot, children. We can use this heat to warm our houses and produce electricity. These heat we can use. Now how do we use geothermal energy? You can see the power plant. Now you can see inside the earth magma or geothermal reservoir. We cannot place geothermal reservoir in magma because it is in molten stage. Only at the rock we can place. Today power plant use steam from geothermal well to make electricity. The steam is used to spin the turbines. The turbines spit magnets in coil of copper wire to make electricity. Plant, you can see power plant that is used to make electricity. Children, so we'll end up our class today here. I will send the next video explaining you the other energy or other power. By the time children go through this video, take care of yourself and have a good day.